Hi guys, it is a Sunday. Today is like the spring forward day. That's how much snow is on the ground over here. And then we come this way and we're starting to see signs of a waterfall. However, there's been lots of pooping going on this waterfall. Last year there was no pooping on there, but it's going to be a disaster, and I'm not even 100% sure how to handle it. So anyway, sorry, definitely not a pretty sight. However, this is a really cool sight, and we haven't seen the fish out of their cave in months. I cleaned out a lot, and I mean a lot, of green, gooey algae. But I didn't clean it all out because that's what they're feasting on right now. That's what's keeping them alive while we're not feeding them. You don't feed them in the winter because their metabolism needs so much less in the winter that they just eat the algae. But yeah, these white koi were like minnows when we got them about 8 months ago, and now they're about 8 to 10 inches long. The orange ones are goldfish, which we lost several of those. We lost both the orange and white ones, and we lost several of the fantails. But I can't believe it. There's 3 fantails that they're alive and well. One of them's right there. There's 2 that just went into the cave. So anyway, real happy to see these guys out and active, and just thought I'd share it with you. Well, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Looks like we got about 8 inches last night. Only problem is my opener can't get there. She had an injury and is at the hospital. So I'm headed out before the plows come through. But it's beautiful. The water feature was almost completely melted, except for the bottom. We were getting near feeling like we could turn it on. Yesterday it was it was 69 in the city. It was probably like 55 here, but that means a lot of melting. And now we have to start over. But they say March is the snowiest month, and last year on March the 17th, St. Patrick's Day, we had 3 feet of snow and I had to stay home. So today's the 16th. This isn't nearly as much, but it's still pretty substantial. I got to drive through that because the plows haven't come through yet. So yesterday was near 70. Probably, well, that was in the city. Probably up here it's about 55. And this is what this morning has. So it's St. Patrick's Day, and this is not all the snow we got, because yesterday we got snow. This is what we got last night. And it's weird how I worry that this will be the last big snow. I know it's not, but I always do feel that way. I feel like, oh no, is this the last one for me for this year? It's snowy. Woo, I love it. You can see how much more snow the trees have this morning than they did yesterday morning. and the plows have been through, but oh my goodness. Wow. It's just my most magical, fantastic winter wonderland. And I will never, ever, ever be tired of it. I was so deprived of it as a child that I have to have as much of it as I can get now. So I have this table my dad made. My dad's been gone 23 years, but I have pieces of furniture that he made throughout my life. And I'm going to try to rearrange this mess into something that'll work better. See what I can do. Okay, so far, this is what I have. And this piece was in the closet. This piece was already here. This one has a broken front, so I have to get Honey to fix that. So I can pretty much pull these out plenty far enough to access what's in them. And then I have room on the sides for miscellaneous. Like I have my craft tote. Like I went to one craft, what do you call it? Like where you travel and you meet up a bunch of crafters and, you know, you rent a place and you craft. Kind of turned out to be bad. But anyway, so yeah, so I have that. I have those two totes there with some stuff. If you're interested, I'm gonna sell my silhouette that I've never ever used. And yeah, I'm thinking about moving that piece to on top of there. I just, this craft room has never felt 100% functional like my other craft room did. And part of it is this piece that kind of drives me crazy because it's brown. My desk is also brown. And it kind of makes me crazy. So I'm going to work on this today. This also drives me crazy. I don't like it. So I'm going to work on that too. And that's what I'm going to do today. And this is what it looks like outside. That's about 3 days old. So it's pretty cold outside. So this little table ended up working fantastic. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I've got a stack of stuff over here. And I can still reach what's in the drawers. And this is like little stuff that you can stick in the flower clusters. And then over here, I have my little craft caddy thing. I still probably need to work a little bit up there, but it's much, 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 much more functional. I have these Halloween cards that I created that I have a lady who used to buy like almost all my cards, and I really thought she'd buy those, but she didn't. So I'm going to pack them up and send them to a children's hospital, see if they'll give them away. But what's kind of morphed is I decided to rearrange everything. Everything. So yeah. Some of this stuff is really heavier than I thought. And Honey has a hurt ankle, so he can't help me today. But I'm going to do it by myself. So I did finish up the craft room. I actually was feeling so crafty, I made some cards. Oh, I forgot about those down there. Yeah, so made a bunch of cards. And the craft room looks really good. I'm going to do a full tour on my other channel when I get the drawers and the containers all organized. So it'll be a while. Here's what it looks like outside. And I'll be back in a second. I want to talk to you guys about something. Hi guys. So I'm not having a great hair day. I tried a new cut, and some days I like it and some days I don't. Today, not a big fan. But anyway, okay, so here goes. Yesterday was Monday, today's Tuesday, and I talked to Honey about something I'm really feeling deeply, deeply about. And that is that I really want to get back into altering furniture, miscellaneous smalls. I just really keep getting driven back into wanting to do that. And yeah, I told him, I was like, look, I know it wasn't your favorite thing to do at the time. He was working probably 11 hours a day. Sorry. He doesn't work that much anymore. And he was game on. He was like, okay, well, let's get you a building, and we'll put it right next to mine. And then in between the two buildings, I will build a roof so I can park the quad and the snow blower, because he's needed a spot for that that's not in the garage. So yeah, we're gonna do that. And today I'm going thrifting. It's half off thrift day, Tuesdays at our thrift store. So today's my first day to go back, and I don't think my Cadillac has ever had thrifted items in it before. So it's kind of funny. But anyway, that's what I have to tell you, and I'm gonna hopefully do a video while I'm at the thrift store. And you know, I want to start with some smalls and go from there, but I'm really excited. And what we want to do is have the building, not really so I can work in it, but so that we have storage. So I'm going to do just random pieces of furniture from time to time, and I won't be able to do furniture until closer to summer. Last year we got a foot of snow on June the 1st, so it'll be after probably June. We have to get somebody to come and build the building and do all the things so that I can really start doing furniture. But I'm going to start doing some smalls and just building up stock. Now, eventually what I'll do is probably open up another booth at one of the antique malls, and then just one, not two antique malls like before, just one. And then after I sell the shop someday, then we want to open our own store up here in the mountains, like just a standalone store where people can just walk in and shop our stuff. Obviously we'll buy lots of items to resell that aren't, you know, so sorry, that aren't handcrafted, so that we can make more money. And we might even have a little area where people can have tea, and I'm excited. It's just a start. It's not really getting back into it 100%, but it's getting my foot back in the door, because I watch videos like in the mornings and I just miss doing that so much. So yeah, I guess a building is coming, and just lots of stuff. So stay tuned for all of that, and let me know what you think. See you guys later. Bye.